Let's take a look at this. This is wide receivers that could be genuine targets for the Browns. This is from Jack Duffin. DJ Chark, Paris Campbell, Darius Slayton, Mecole Hardman, who coming off a core injury. When you look at those, Jeff, who do you like of those four?
DJ Chark, look, it didn't happen last year with Detroit. Detroit had a great offense. They scored a lot of points. DJ Chark really didn't find his way into it. And I think with DJ Chark, it can be the same thing we're saying about Allen Robinson. Where has this guy been since the Jacksonville days? It just really hasn't been there. Paris Campbell, this year, finally healthy. You kind of got to saw the entire Paris Campbell experience, which I think everybody in Ohio is really, really comfortable with and kind of understands exactly who he is. Yeah, I am a Mecole Hardman fan. I've been a Mecole Hardman fan since his days coming out of Georgia. And again, we're talking about guys with a championship pedigree. Just, did not play in the Super Bowl, but now possesses 2 Super Bowl rings. Question is, with a market that doesn't contain a lot of brand names, Mecole Hardman of that group is probably going to get the highest, annual per year salary. So, it makes me wonder about him. Slayton is interesting. There were times where Slayton was a really good receiver on some really bad Giants teams. He's been a solid performer when he was healthy. I think with playing with a player like DeSean Watson, Slayton could really be a solid contributor. If there's an opportunity there, I think those are some conversations the Browns would be willing to have, with Demarius Slayton. It's been, good football when healthy, and then hard to rate him when he hasn't been. But he could be somebody that fits in there. And if you give him a certain amount of one-on-ones, he's going to win more than he's going to lose.
When you look at that wide receiver, do you think the Browns need a speed guy, or are they looking more for just a guy that gets, a third veteran wide receiver that can be there and available for DeSean Watson?
I think this is where some of it gets misconstrued with fans. Is everyone thinks, okay, he's just going to go out there and he's going to run the 9 route every time. He's just going to go vertical every single play. What about the guy? And you see this at the combine now is they're starting to add more slot routes. So number one, you can highlight the guys who are comfortable with them. And when you're, everybody wants to, hey, can you perform in the slot as well? Because that's only going to make you more valuable. These guys in the slot, okay, so I threw you a 4-yard pass, but you tacked on another 17 to 18 yards. Why? Because you're quick. Why? Because you're fast. I think everybody just wants to equate speed to a guy that's just going to run vertical routes all day long. If you can kill people over the middle, and I don't think there's an opportunity there, but, Jackson Smith and Jigba, you put him in this offense, guess what? Amari Cooper's going to be open vertically all day long. Donovan Peoples-Jones is going to be open vertically all day long because you would have to, put so much effort and so much concern of your coverage closer to the line of scrimmage that they're not going to be able to account for both. So you get somebody, yes, good foot speed, good quickness, not necessarily somebody that's just going to go deep every single play, but somebody that's just going to be another guy that's going to scare the defense because if the ball's in his hands, he's difficult to tackle and he knows how to get a lot of yards after the catch.